Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. We will wait a few minutes for other people to join. Meanwhile, we are interested in knowing who is here with us already. You can drop a message in the chat section. Just let us know if you already have a laser tag business or you're interested in starting a new one, like a new activity. Waiting 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you, George. If you don't know where the chat section is located, below you would see like the audio button, video, participants, and then the chat section. Also, while we will be speaking about different subjects, you can again go to the chat section and drop any messages, like any questions you might have. We will cover the questions a bit later at the end of the webinar, and we will answer all the questions that you will have.
Unless they've been addressed in the course. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. More people are joining. 1 more minute and we will start. Okay, I think others will join a bit later. So hi, everybody again. We are here with our second webinar. We will hold a series of different webinars on different subjects related to the entertainment business and laser tag and virtual reality specifically. So we will cover today the laser tag section. So we will talk about the laser tag as an industry. We'll cover some numbers. We'll cover different types of the laser tag business, as well as what key steps to take while you're preparing this business, etc.
So let's get started, I suppose. Laser tag is not just a fun game. It's a business with immense potential. Today, we'll break down how to launch a laser tag center from scratch, scale an existing business to avoid common mistakes that costs, time and money, usually. This webinar is for new entrepreneurs looking for a promising niche, entertainment center owners wanting to add a new service, and laser tag operators aiming to boost profits. Our goal is to give you a clear action plan and show how NETRONIC can be your reliable partner to ensure your business doesn't just start but thrives. So let's dive in.
Thank you. So to start with, we need to introduce ourselves. My name is Natalia Tatarova. I'm head of sales at NETRONIC. I've been working in this company for about 10 years. Out of these 10 years, I worked for 7 years as a sales manager. So lots of our customers came through myself. And while I've been helping them to create their laser tag business or just add a new activity to their existing business, I've got a lot of experience considering their mistakes, something they worried about, some positive feedback, and like nice experience. So I would like to share some of these things with you today, and I'm pretty much sure you will find something useful.
And I'm George Bell, Sales and Development Manager at NETRONIC. These days, I'm responsible for advancing our brand across Europe, North America, and Australia. I work with partners to grow their entertainment businesses through innovative laser tag gear solutions that attract more visitors and increase profitability.
Right. And you've been with us for like 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, something like that, though it feels like centuries, honestly.
True.
So, who we are. Netronic is more than just an equipment manufacturer. We're a team that started as a small paintball center and grew into a global leader in the laser tag industry. First of all, we tried a couple of other equipment manufacturers, and we were like, yeah, okay, we can do better. And so we did. Our Falcon kits, headbands, vests, and scenario devices these days power over 2,000 centers in about 80 countries. We don't just sell equipment, we provide a comprehensive support from choosing kits to marketing and launching your center.
Right. So to start with, we would like to cover some numbers and talk about the laser tag as an industry. So first of all, speaking about the market size, right? The laser tag market is booming right now, and the numbers prove it. In 2020, the global laser tag industry was valued at around 1.5 billion euros, growing at a steady 5.2% CAGR. CAGR is a compound annual growth rate from 2021 to 2028. So by 2027, it's projected to hit around 3 billion euros. And some forecasts are even bolder, predicting a CAGR above 7% through 2030. So the equipment segment alone is expected to surpass 600 million euros. So it's not just a game. Obviously, it's a multi-billion euro industry with serious growth potential. So let's look at what's driving this growth. So we will talk about some segments and regional trends. Obviously, laser tag market is quite diverse with clear leaders and emerging trends. Indoor arenas do dominate. They hold about 60% of the market share. The indoor arenas are a perfect solution for B2B operators, especially in shopping malls and family entertainment centers, because they're quite stable and they have a year-round appeal. Like if you have a location indoors, you do not depend on some weather conditions. So it's quite useful in this case. Meanwhile, outdoor and mobile formats are surging too, with demand growing up to 20% annually in some regions because they are flexible and they cater to a wide audience from kids to corporate groups. Like from COVID times, mobile formats started becoming popular, and we do see that among our customers worldwide.
Yeah, and what's peculiar, for example, 10 years ago, it was kind of hard to imagine a mobile laser tag agency, even in, let's say, France. And now France is actually our second biggest market for that, for mobile laser tag. And the trend moves eastwards. These days, we have more and more mobile event agencies in countries like Romania or Greece or any country, really. And an unexpected fact, for example, when you think about Japan, you think about this super developed and high-tech country with everything being high-tech, at least when it comes to entertainment, right? But fun fact is that there was almost no laser tag there until just a couple years ago when we started working on that.
Right. Also, about some like more facts. Regionally, North America will account for nearly a third of the global market by 2030. Asia Pacific is also catching up fast, like George mentioned, fueled by rising incomes and demand for modern entertainment right now. So as like additionally, emerging markets like the Middle East and Africa are also seeing new arenas pop up. So it's just growing. You know that laser tag was quite popular 40 years ago, like when we all saw the Star Wars movies. But right now it's changing all the time and the market is growing. Speaking about some profitability, because it's one of the most important things. For entrepreneurs, laser tag isn't just fun, it's highly profitable. In the United States, for example, a typical laser tag arena generates around 300,000 euros or dollars annually, with profit margins of 50 to 75%. Also, for example, an indoor arena of 200 square meters, like a standard size, supported by our equipment, because we have these numbers, can hit full capacity during peak season, achieving payback in just 6 to 18 months. Also, another thing is that the beauty of laser tag is its scalability. Mobile setups, they require lower investment and offer fast returns through flexible event-based models, like they do corporate events, festivals, birthday parties, etc. Indoor setups, they demand more upfront, but deliver consistent year-round revenue and loyal customers. Also, important mention is that 70% of players are kids and teens, while 30% of the players are adults who love team-based games, ensuring a broad customer base.
And we actually do quite a lot to make the laser tag audience as wide as possible for our clients. For example, we designed our taggers as lightweight as possible and as safe as possible as well. So they are universal, they have short models. So basically, it allows to bring into the game kids just as long and as early as they start understanding the rules of the game. And also, we added complex, customizable scenarios, player presets, and game modes, along with shock bands to cater to the adult audience, plus marketing materials for clients to target that audience.
Right. So yeah, technology has to deliver that and make it possible to offer the games for all age groups, right? So it's important to mention that smart operations are super important. So for example, our operator app lets you manage games and launch multiple scenarios in seconds. You can also track stats in real time so that your venue is efficient and player friendly. The trend is quite clear. Right now, players want dynamic, high-tech experiences because everybody is playing video games, everybody wants to have something interesting. And businesses, they need streamlined operations. You can even start small, basically. A lot of customers, they start with mobile or outdoor formats because of their low entry costs and speed, and then they scale for indoor locations as their business grows.
Yep, and I wanted to add that for our customers, it's also much easier to market interesting gear than just some usual stuff that everyone has and their mom. Basically, when the gear has a lot of unique features in it, it stands out. If you have unique scenarios, it stands out. And the biggest number of your first-time visitors will become your regulars, and that's what we are aiming for.
Right. So let's wrap this section up. With the global market growing at 5 to 7% annually, profit margins from around up to 75% and return on investment of about 12 months, laser tag is a proven business opportunity for serious entrepreneurs. So let's move to the next step.
So Laser tag is a dynamic game where players use safe infrared blasters to hit opponent sensors. But for entrepreneurs, yeah, it has even more potential and it's super scalable. So yeah, birthday, corporate parties, team building activities. So short sessions mean high customer turnover. More games, more profit. Minimal staff is needed. One instructor can manage up to 30 players, and it's, yeah, super scalable for whole year.
Yep, definitely depending on the type of the laser tag business, but that is quite true. Speaking about the types, some may know, some may not. There are three main types of the laser tag business, and each of them has their own advantages. So the first one would be the indoor laser tag business. That's the most conventional thing everybody knows about. Like it existed even 30 years ago. So you have a fixed location indoors, you have short sessions, you have steady customer flow because it's very often very often located in some malls, family entertainment centers. So you have lots of people, passing by. And what is also important to mention is that the indoor laser tag business is more focused on kids. Then we've got the outdoor laser tag business. Here we have the fixed location again, but the location is an outdoor location. So here we have larger venues, mixed audiences, because you can offer the game for both kids, teenagers, adults. Here we have flexible events and higher per group revenue because the sessions, they are not as short as in indoor laser tag business. So you would usually sell like, let's say 1 or 2 hour games, and that 1 hour, for example, it will include a few sessions, like for example 15-minute game, then you've got some pause, then another game, so your check will be much higher. And then we've got the mobile format. As I mentioned, it's become popular not so long ago. So this is a on-the-go format. You bring the game basically to the customer. It's a good solution for corporate events, festivals, large gatherings like birthday parties. And what is interesting here is that this format, it requires the lowest investment because you don't have to pay the rent. Sometimes you don't even need any employees. I know lots of customers who have family businesses and they run the games themselves. So basically, the only thing you need to pay for is the equipment itself. Maybe you would need a car, and of course the marketing, because if nobody knows about you, you cannot earn any money. So basically, how to choose any of these businesses, it all depends on your project, on your budget, target audience, and location, if you're interested to find a location or if it's possible for you to find a location right now.
For the area, yeah, if enough people lives there, you can start a mobile laser tag. And we have additional products for that as well, for it to be a turnkey solution. But
Yeah.
let's break down how to launch a laser tag business step by step. This isn't just ideas. This is a proven plan. So first, market research. Study your audience. Who are your clients? Kids, teens, companies? Who are around you? Who do you target? Choose a model, indoor, outdoor, or mobile. Natalie broke that down perfectly. Each has its own benefits. So the location. For indoor, find a venue. For mobile, plan logistics and marketing. That is super important. I would repeat that a lot of times to anyone who is starting mobile laser tag, because there is no venue to market. And James Goldstein in the chat is one of the biggest operators of mobile laser tag in East Coast US. He knows about it more than anyone. And yeah, he wouldn't let me lie about this. Please do a lot of marketing and think about it in advance if you're starting mobile laser tag. The next step would be arena design if you are going for a fixed location. Safety and convenience is key, and NETRONIC provides 3D layouts and recommendations. How to do that, right? Natalie knows a lot about design.
Yeah, I wanted to add that the design obviously is very important. Right now, there are a lot of different styles the customers go for. For example, the conventional indoor arena, it's usually like space-themed arena with some neon lights, fog machines. So it's kind of space looking. But right now, we are seeing lots of indoor locations with more tactical style. Like you would put some barrels inside, maybe some old cars. I've even seen some helicopters inside the location if the size offers you such an opportunity. So there are lots of things we can share if you're interested in that. We can share some examples for inspiration, but also we've got a specific person who can create a 3D layout of your location. Even if you're just looking at some options, some of our customers, they are just sending us the layouts, they are asking for advice. It's very important to understand not only how you will decorate it, but also how to create the maze inside, because you need to think about the game tactics while preparing this layout. For example, the maze, it usually has to be symmetrical so that every team has the equal opportunity to win the game. So all of that, it's very important. And if necessary, we can help you with that. Just let us know.
And the next step is choosing the right equipment. Quite obvious. So our Falcon kits, headbands, vests, and scenario devices are industry standard. Staff, hire and train your team. We provide instructions, briefing videos, scripts, everything that they need to operate the venue. And big plus of laser tag is that you don't need a lot of people there. Basically, one instructor usually can run at least one game. Sometimes I saw people running 2 arenas with one instructor, but yeah, he needs to be a super professional. Usually it's business owners themselves to some extent. Marketing. We provide everything from banners to social media layouts. We have stock videos, stock pictures. We share everything, and you can run all of that on big screens or use for your advertisements. We have quite a big marketing package that comes for free with the order. And finally, it's launch and analyze. It's a good idea not to just launch the business, but actually track metrics. Who visits your location? How many times? The percentage of repeated customers. Why? What hours? Some specials. All that is super important to optimize processes.
Right. I also wanted to add regarding the equipment, quite obviously, as we are speaking about the all of that, and we are doing the equipment. We will talk about our equipment even in more detail a bit later. But objectively speaking, of course, when you're choosing the equipment, you're taking a look at some different systems. So my recommendation would be to always try to see and touch the equipment, because there are a bunch of different manufacturers on the market, and well, obviously they all have their pros and cons, and it's very difficult to understand that to the fully if you're not touching the equipment. So from what I know, almost everybody has their test drive options, like ourselves. We can give you the possibility to receive a few different models of the tagger. You can test it at home or at the potential location. You can try some games, and you can understand how that is used in your potential business. So it's super important because sometimes, well, I remember a few cases where customers bought the equipment because they analyzed it, they understood that this is gonna be their like perfect solution, but then they receive the equipment and they are not super satisfied with the quality, with some features. So it's, again, I recommend a lot to try the equipment from different systems, different manufacturers before you are starting this business. Let's go to some numbers. Speaking about the financial planning. This is basically, again, a super important thing to do while you are preparing this project. So the investments, they can be different depending on the type of the laser tag business. As I mentioned, the mobile format is the most affordable. So here, for example, a kit for 10 players would cost you around $10,000, depending on the on what's included in the package. The payback, it would be around 6 to 8 months. Again, depend on every project, your location, the equipment you're choosing, the marketing, etc. So the numbers here, they will be a bit approximate. Then we have the outdoor format. Here, the investment is quite medium because you would need a location, some renovations, maybe an employee. So the equipment is kind of the same, but here, as I said, the game sessions are quite longer. So your checks will be higher, and the payback, that would be around 9 to 10 months. Here, it's important to to think about the seasonality, because not everybody can hold games, laser tag games, outdoors in winter. Like, depends on where you're located. If it's somehow Europe, let's say like Germany, it may be a bit cold to play laser tag in winter. If you're in California, it's a bit easier. So you need to think about that beforehand while you're getting your financial project. And then the indoor type, obviously, is the most expensive. Again, you have the, you need to find the location. Very often it's located in expensive buildings like malls. So you also need to think about the renovations and the design, and usually in indoor locations, they're more expensive than in outdoor locations. The payback here, it would be again from 6 to 12 months. Depends, everything depends on the location, renovation, all of that. But what is important to mention here is that with the indoor location, when you paid your investment back, you have higher profits afterwards. So it's a good solution for prediction if you're thinking about the business to run for like 5-10 years. Like on the long run, it will bring you a bit more money. Of course, the calculations are approximate, so it all depends on the needs, capabilities of the business. And important to mention that we have an opportunity to get the numbers for you. So if you're not quite sure about the seasonality, about what to include in your financial planning, you can just contact us, and our manager will help you create this financial project. And it's also important that we take into account the workload of the business, because you can calculate like your opportunities if you're 100% loaded with the work and with the customers, but that's never true. Like, you always have some empty hours, and we take this into account, and we can show you different scenarios depending on the workload of your potential business.
Yep, sounds absolutely perfect. And by the way, I see a lot of good questions in the chat. We'll address all of them after we finish the main part. So keep them coming. It would be an interesting discussion. I see already there are a couple of our existing clients who are starting to address them. That's a nice thing to see for a sales manager. And that's super. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about success stories. We want to start with Camp Courageous. Those are people who work with kids with all kinds of special needs, be that physical or mental, and they wanted to introduce laser tag for involvement and also to give them something interesting to do. It was quite a big challenge, actually, because you needed equipment that is super safe, both for kids and for other kids. And also it needs to be super durable because it would be flung a lot. You can imagine that. And the equipment needs to be fun and entertaining, but at the same time, it needs to be super customizable because they need special scenarios, special approach. And our equipment was actually perfect for it because it ticks all the checkboxes. They were super happy with it. They're using it to this day, and they like our customer service as well.
Yep. The second case we want to cover, it's the La Jungla Safari in Spain. So our customer Sonia Blanco, she had an entertainment center for children, and one day she came up with the idea to diversify the services she had in her business. So basically, we come up with the idea to add the laser tag there, and it's become super successful. And it's very pleasant to see that Sonia is very happy with the tech support, because she has a lot of customers just passing by all the time, and well, she's quite satisfied with the with the result. And it's super cool to see that laser tag has become the top service in her entertainment center.
Yep. One of the most important target audiences for us as B2B sellers is paintball centers. And that's because they actually implement in laser tag, they widen their audience a lot. Who usually plays paintball? It's dudes. It's just dudes. And you obviously want a lot more people to play laser tag and to play your game just in your center, any game. And laser tag introduces kids, girls, all kinds of corporate events that usually, like paintball, might be too rough for them because there is a lot of mixed collectives in different companies, right? And to pick something that is just paintball is pretty much impossible. And laser tag gives the opportunity to play boys and girls together. Also, there are some problems with paintball. It is kind of expensive to run. Just to clean the site is already pretty expensive. Plus, all kinds of valves adjustment, and the consumables that laser tag doesn't have pretty much. Also cheaters. Paintball has that problem and laser tag kind of doesn't. So laser tag is very appealing for a paintball audience. And all those problems and challenges Bernard had in paintball evasion, and our equipment actually ticked all of those checkboxes again. Yeah, they saw a huge profit increase. And also paintball clubs are ones that get their return on investment super fast because clients are already there. Clients are already there. And they just bring their family, people they know. And yeah, our best result was one of the biggest paintball clubs in that country. They actually got their return on investment. Natalie, remind me, please, was that like 6 weeks or something, or 4 weeks? It was something
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, definitely less than 2 months. Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, obviously they allocated a marketing budget for that, for their grand opening and all that. But yeah, that's the result everyone should aim for. But realistically, they still have much shorter time. But yeah, not just paintball. If you have any entertainment business that has its clients already, you have a client base, usually it goes super smooth.
Yeah, definitely. And basically, I would say that the best example is ourselves, because as George mentioned, we started as a paintball club, so we know all of that, and we ourselves came up with the idea to add laser tag just because we wanted more profit. And if you're widening your target audience, you can easily do that. So basically, we did pretty much the same. And right now we are seeing lots of paintball centers, they already have laser tag, but some of them don't, and they're thinking about it. And it's definitely the right choice because it cannot harm anyway. You already have the base of your customers. They have their children, wives, some friends, and you can basically work with the same customers, but they buy your games on two locations. Also, an important thing about the paintball versus laser tag, or paintball and laser tag, is that you can use the same location. It's pretty much similar for both paintball and laser tag in terms of the layout, how you decorate the thing. So you don't even necessarily need to find a new location or enlarge your business area. You can use everything you have already and just earn more money. Also, paintball is quite popular among our customers, but also the mobile operators, as I mentioned. So the fourth case would be the Tag 'em Up company in Idaho. Landon, he came up with the idea to start laser tag company. He was located and is located in a small, well, not so populated area, and they didn't have lots of entertainment options in that area. So he started his mobile laser tag business, and it was very successful. So the revenue was much higher than what he was expecting, and it's very cool to see that his customers are coming back for more and bringing more families, friends, etc. And it's also a nice topic because we were saying about some scenarios, the technical features of the equipment that you will be using. All of that is for you to be able to run different games, because laser tag, it's definitely very fun. I don't know, 1, 2, 3 times, but then you don't want to play the same thing you played before. You want to find something interesting in the games, in what you're paying for, right? So you, as a operator, you need to think about different services, options, scenarios to offer to your customers, so that they always find something interesting and they want to come back for you. And the repeat customer is the cheapest customer in terms of marketing, because you don't have to market for that customer. So you basically already paid for the customer. Let's say it was Google, Facebook ad. You already have the customer, and you can just earn more services to that customer. And with the right equipment, with the right application, you can do that.
Yep. And to ensure that the model of the business you chose works, you need to pick the right taggers for the deal and equipment. So let's go through some of them, most of them, and let's start with Falcon Lux. That's at the moment from the available taggers, our newest one, and actually it works for all ages. Though it's compact, adults are perfectly fine with it because as you see, it's not some boxy stuff. Like it's actually made for people to hold it, and people of any age. They have impulse recoil for a realistic kick, ideal for kids like 5 years old, are totally fine with these things, and for dynamic games. They're perfect for mobile use. Again, James from Laser Tag on the Go in the chat wouldn't let me lie about this. They started with equipment from a different manufacturer, and I don't think they had a good experience with that. So why are these so popular for mobile use? First of all, mobile laser tag works anywhere, right? And you need your taggers to not look like any real firearm. And Lux is perfect for that, the Lux. But still, it looks a little bit mean. And basically, any audience likes this looks.
Mhm.
Yep.
Then the Falcon F1 and F2. So these are kind of similar taggers, but they have a little bit of different design. The F1, it's actually our bestseller because it's a balanced solution for both children and adults. So the weight of it, for example, it's around 900 grams. So it's very lightweight, and it allows children to play with it for like hours, and they will not be feeling any discomfort while playing the game. And the F2 option, it's basically the same as the F1, but it's a bit longer and a bit heavier. So this model, we recommend it for teenagers, adults, basically more mature audience. Yep. Let's go to some scenario devices. Of course, like we skipped the sensors, we also have the heat sensors, the headband and the vest. They are not included in the presentation, but if needed, we can send you more information about it. They are quite clear, it's quite clear what they do. They just register the heats. So the headband, you wear it on the head, and the vest, you wear it on the chest. But we would like to cover more interesting devices, the ones that require more clarification, let's say. So the Scorpion Shock Band, it's an accessory that we recommend for business owners who have mixed target audience, who work with teenagers and adults. This device is 16 plus age group. So this device basically, it allows you to create interesting physical sensations while you're playing the game. Basically, what happens is that when you're hit, you feel an electric impulse on your wrist. You wear it as a bracelet, and there are different levels of the electrical impulse as well as a vibration mode. So it's a cool feature for players who love paintball, because sometimes people are like, laser tag, it's a childish game, you don't feel anything, it's very easy and simple. Here you feel everything. So it's very much fun to wear it during the game. Also, it's a nice pick for bachelor parties, birthday parties, where you have a special person in the team, and you can grant this device to them so that they feel different than other people in the team. Then we've got the Sirius station. This device, it has 8 different modes, so it's multifunctional. But the most popular mode, that would be the base. What usually happens is that you would get 2 or 3 Sirius stations, let's say 2. You would put 2 Sirius stations on 2 different corners of the playground. Each Sirius would be assigned for a specific team. So when the players are deactivated during the game, they can come back to their base and they can get respawn. So you can interact with that in different ways. You can touch it to activate it. You can shoot at it, or you can just be nearby and there is a range of sending the command to the player. So if you're nearby, it will just automatically respond you in, like, for example, 10 seconds or 15. It's customizable. The time is customizable, but it can also act as a med kit, ammunition, digital flag if you're going for this scenario, random. So the third serious station, for example, is recommended again to diversify the scenarios. So you can put two series, as I said, and then the third one in the middle of the playground, and it can be a random mode, and players will not know what will happen. So it can take some lives away, or it can respawn you, it can give you some extra ammunition, etc. So it brings some excitement to the game, to the next level. And then we've got the multi-station. This device is very similar to the serious station, although multi-station is more for indoor locations because it has to be constantly connected to the power supply. And then it has a few extra modes and a big display. So in terms of visibility, for indoor locations, we advise the multi-station because you can see the mode it is in right now. But Sirius is doing pretty much the same, and it's a recommended option for outdoor and mobile games.
Yep, to add a little bit about those three, I'd say Scorpion Shock Band is also a nice marketing stimulant because it's easy to market something interesting and unusual, and this is quite easy to market. It just asks for a banner like, come feel the laser tag. It's quite cool. Serious in just 2 words would be basically, it lets the game run itself. This is how I like to describe it, because you don't need to do anything, really. No need to intervene for the instructor, because, yeah, players respawn, players get some more ammo at bases, players capture something. So yeah, it basically lets the game run itself. And for the other devices, another one that I like a lot is Smart Domination Box. So it has quite a lot of different capture scenarios. It lets your game run more dynamically. It gives players something extra to do, so incentive to move out and fight for an objective, which is essential, I think, for like healthy gameplay in a dynamic laser tag game, and that is exactly how it should be. Best laser tag game is a dynamic one, when players go in, score some shots, get taken out, go respawn, go in again, not just camp in the corner for like 20 minutes. That gives you the most repeated customers. And Smart Domination Box helps with that a lot. Those color indicators on the sides of it, they indicate everything that's going on in terms of capture, which team is in the lead, which team is losing the points, and all that. And also it has 3 of those indicators. So there is a super interesting mode that just involves 3 teams. Even if you don't have any other scenario devices, 3 teams that are working against, like for themselves, against 2 other teams at the same time is super interesting. It also provides the games that never are the same. So even just that, adding a 3rd team, gives laser tag an interesting boost that not a lot of players have actually experienced from our perspective. Then we have a supernova laser tag bomb. This is in the flesh one of the video game Counter-Strike scenarios that involves 2 teams, one of which needs to place the bomb planted on one of 2 or 3, or even more if you want to plant sites. And the other team obviously needs to either prevent that from happening or defuse the bomb. If you'll have in your marketing anywhere, like, come play laser tag, Counter-Strike Live with laser tag, people will know what you're talking about. And yeah, that reference might bring you some extra customers. Some video game scenarios are also something that we have, and that turned to work pretty well. Yeah, the Battle Royale, for example, scenarios, those don't actually require any additional devices. And finally, I wanted to mention Nebula Grenade. For any laser tag or other sport like that, or entertainment activity, grenades are also something that is super interesting, that gives players some boost when they think about it, like when to use it, when to maybe use it again, maybe save it or maybe not. It also gives another dimension of thought to tactical game, which is pretty much what you should be aiming for to make your clients come back again.
Right. I also wanted to add that those accessories, they allow you to market different offerings. I saw lots of customers market different pricing for different scenarios. So for example, if we've got a $10 per player game with some standard scenario, here if you have the Scorpion Shock Band or Counter-Strike Laser Tag scenario with the Supernova Bomb, you can get the price a bit higher. So it will also help you like diversify the sessions, the players, and get more income. So it's very interesting to see how you can do that with the different scenarios.
Yep. And
sorry.
Yeah. All of that is controlled by our software. Laser Tag Operator app lets you manage games from your phone or from tablet, launch any of the built-in scenarios or your own versions of them in less than 30 seconds, literally a couple of screen taps, and get real-time game and player statistics. What is important to mention, all of our software and its updates is completely free.
All right. Yep. Again, if you're not our customer yet, and you're interested to see what is possible to do with the application, since it's free of charge, it's accessible. So if you go to the Google Play Market on your Android device, you can find it, you can download it, and check the features, different tabs, different parameters, etc. Of course, you will not see some detailed parameters of the game kits because you would need to have the game kit connected to the application. But you can check like the overall possibilities. But again, if you have the test drive, you can like test it fully and to the full extent. Let's jump into some extra things that our company offers, because equipment it's super important, but also we have some support that we provide to our customers. So first of all, we are speaking about some business support. So the arena design, as we mentioned, we can help you with the design. We can create the layout for you. We can recommend where to put all these devices, accessories, how to make it basically work. Then we've got the ROI calculation tools. I saw one of the questions in the chat section regarding the ROI. It's a very tricky thing to do. So it's very important to check the workloads, as I mentioned, the investments. Basically, you can trick the numbers to see how real it can be and what you need to do to make it work. Sometimes when we are calculating the financial planning, we are seeing that it will not work out unless you find a cheaper location or you are more economical in terms of salaries of the employees. Maybe you do not need lots of employees. Sometimes we see that you need to work more days to get that investment back in a reasonable time. So it's basically your opportunity to see what is relevant, how to make it work, and we can help you with that. So if you're interested, again, you can just drop a message in this chat section, and we will contact you a bit later, or you can contact us yourself. Then the training, as we mentioned, the equipment, it's not too difficult. It all depends, again, on how you run your business. I always say that when you're just starting, you're using the default scenarios and characters. Everything is new to you, so you need to get used to the default opportunities. But then, usually like 3, 4, 6 months later, you already understand your target audience, and you can create your unique scenarios that you know will work for your target audience. For example, you know that you've got lots of kids or team buildings, and you know your customers, they're coming back, and you can create the scenario specifically for them. And they, I'm sure, will be happy about it. Regarding the training, so we've got some training manuals, the documents, some briefing videos that you can show to your employees. They will get acknowledged about how to what to say to the customers, how to give the equipment, how to work with it, etc. But it's really easy. As I mentioned, if we're at the start level, is pretty much easy. I know lots of customers who have students as employees, and students are people who are always coming in and passing by. So you have a lot of like turnover of your employees, and they're doing it successfully. They run the games without any issues. Then what else? Marketing resources. As George mentioned, we've got a bunch of photos, videos, digital materials that you can modify a bit. For example, banners, flyers, price lists, even business cards. So you get that as a Photoshop file. You can insert your business name, contact information, maybe pricing, everything you want, and you can already use it. So you do not need to hire a designer to prepare it for you. You can use the materials we already have. And of course, like after sales technical service is important as well, because everything that includes any electrical and technical parts, you will definitely have some questions, or sometimes we do speak about some minor technical issues. It's never like working 100% for 100 years. So we also cover that. We have 4 service centers on 4 continents. So anytime you have any question, you can contact us. An important thing is that our tech support works 7 days a week. And it's really important because usually you would have lots of games during the weekend. So we are online and we can help you with any questions you might have.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us. Now it's your turn. We'll go through your questions. People who haven't asked them yet, please do that in our chat. If you want to know more about our equipment, ROI, or marketing, we're already here. We're here to answer all of your questions. Yep. And let's actually go through them. If you have any questions that you will come up later, or that will come up just naturally, please feel free to address them to us at sales@lasertag.net. And yeah, we will happy to answer, or if you want to arrange a test drive, also let us know. We'll do everything for it, and generally we'll build your successful laser tag business together.
Yep, so feel free to ask any questions. Just drop a message in the chat section. Meanwhile, I think we will go through all the questions we had earlier. So regarding the 200 square meter arena, Thomas saying that it might be small. So what I can say about it? Usually, we've got the formula for calculating the size of the arena. We usually say that for one player, you need at least 10 square meters. So the 200 square meter arena, it basically is a good standard. You can even go smaller. I can say, as an example, ourselves, we have an indoor arena in the mall. Sorry, and it's around 80 square meters, so it's very small, but it works just fine. The people are coming in, they're playing the games, they're super satisfied, and you basically don't overpay for the rent. So it depends on what you want to create. I guess it depends on the business model, the target audience, the games you want to have. But 200 is definitely not small. We've got lots of customers who have smaller arenas and they work. Unless you wanna, I don't know, put a few cars inside, you wanna make it tactical, of course it requires more space. But if we're speaking about some classical arenas, even 150 is considered to be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because as we mentioned before, the best laser tag is dynamic laser tag, and one of like serious parts of it is so players can easily find each other, and that is achieved by not making arena too big. Sure, the classical arena, in our understanding, this typical darkened maze with fog machines, lasers, and all that, black lights, 10 to 12 square meters is perfectly fine, and that's for one level arena. If you even like make it 1.5 or even 2, that could even be dropped a little bit. The tactical type of arena might require a little bit more space, so 12 to maybe 14 square meters. That's just because the taggers are a little bit longer for that kind of arena, so they look tactical. So people need to be able to easily turn around and all that, scope out their opponents and all that. Also, the covers look a little bit different. You might use more type of like barrels kind of thing, maybe like even tires or something, or even, yeah, planes, cars, tanks. I saw a light tank in one of arenas of our customer from the UK. It was something like some light tank. I have no idea, like reproduction or actually historical, but yeah, that was fun as well and unexpected to see. So yeah, 200, perfectly fine. Let's.
I also wanted to add that I myself have seen a few requests. The customers wanted to make outdoor location of about 800 square meters, or like 1 square kilometer. And it may seem cool while you're thinking about the games, but practically it doesn't work really well, because players will be just fatigued from running long distances just to see some other player. And if they see that it's a teammate, oh my gosh, that's a disappointment. They need to run long distances just to find other players. It's not really playable.
And then to respawn if what they found wasn't what they were looking for. Basically, it also comes down to how long you want your games to be to sell more of them, right? If players need to run for an hour to see other players, that might not be the best from different standpoints. Okay, what do we have here?
I see another question. Can we use indoor as outdoor as well? So here we have two answers, yes and no. Depends on the system that you have or will have. So we've got two systems. One of the systems, we didn't cover it today, is for indoor locations only. The other one that we saw and we showed to you, it can function indoors and outdoors. So if you're not sure what games you will hold, I would go for the second system. So you are quite flexible with the locations. It can work both indoors, outdoors. If you are going indoors, you can customize the power of the infrared beam, because if you're in indoor location, it can ricochet all over the place depending on the location. So you can just decrease the power and you're good to go. The indoor system, it cannot function outdoors because of the technical features. So we designed the system in such a way that it functions perfectly indoors. So the infrared beam is a bit different. It's much shorter in order not to have the ricochets. It has the illumination of the beam so that you can see when you're shooting, you can see the beam just like in Star Wars. And also it's not that waterproof as the outdoor system. So it cannot function outdoors. So any drizzling rain, you will be worrying about the equipment, and it will not fire at long distances. Because with the outdoor, you can shoot at up to 200 meters, depends on the weather. But for example, 100 meter, that's for sure. 150, maybe if it's not too, if the sunlight isn't too bright. But the indoor will disappoint you. So better if you know already where you will hold the games, it's better to define the system you will have, or we can consult you if necessary.
Yeah, and it's also important to think about the perspective because if you're starting an indoors venue, usually a good way at some point in the future to add some revenues is to add a mobile kind of laser tag to your indoors offerings, because not everyone wants to drive somewhere to play games. They want to use their backyard, or they're gathering in park, or there's too many of them. And sometimes if you start as mobile, you want to go indoors. And for both of those types of businesses, you probably don't want to use different equipment to add. And Netronic, in this sense, our outdoor/indoor system works perfectly. You can start an indoor venue and then maybe add another system that works perfectly indoors, our Galaxy Eclipse, and then use Netronic for that mobile kind of thing. Or maybe you'll have a yard with another field if everything goes super smoothly and you have success. Same vice versa. If you start at mobile first, then you find a location and you go in there with equipment that you already have. That is a big plus. So that is, I think, all about this one.
Yep. Another
So
question.
yeah,
What are
suggest.
suggested play area for mobile laser tag version? So here, I will answer, and then maybe you will share your opinion. So with the mobile, I'm not sure you can customize or choose the location, but if you do, like sometimes you do, I would go with the same formula from 10 to 20 meters per player. So with the mobile, if you have a bit more location, a bit more space, of course, use it. If you are, for example, I know like Ludovic, for example, our customer in France, he does some team buildings in some shops. Like I'm not sure, maybe this is basically the business address of the company that orders the game, but they are doing the mobile games indoors as well, or some, I don't know, gym at schools. So basically, just calculate the size. If it's at least 10 meters per player, that will do. If you're outdoors, it can be 2, 3, 600 meters. I wouldn't go for more than 600 meters, I guess, because it will not be as playable.
Yeah, I
Anything
think
to
that
add?
nothing to add, basically, except maybe think about what shelters are you using, the covers for players, and build them in a way so there is enough space between them. But yeah, usually gym is perfectly fine for like at least 20 players, even if you have some makeshift solutions, not our bunkers.
Yeah,
So yeah.
speaking about the obstacles, we didn't mention it at all. So with the mobile games, it's a very interesting thing that you've got an empty space for today, for example. Yeah, you've got a bunch of games you need to hold today, and you need to create the game space, because you can go, for example, to the parking lot and create the games there, but you need some obstacles so that the players see the playground. They have the obstacles to hide behind, and it's basically more interesting. So here you can use the inflatable bunkers. We also manufacture those. They are super easy to be used. You've got a set of, let's say, 20 bunkers. They are inflated quite fast, and you can create different layouts with them, and you can prepare the playground for, let's say, 30-50 minutes, and you're good to go. Of course, it works well if you have long sessions. For example, you're a mobile agency and the customer bought, I don't know, 4 hours, and you offer different activities. But if you take into account the preparation time what they will pay for, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. I have another good one. Yanis is asking, but he asked that only to hosts, not to everyone. So I don't think anyone else sees this, so I'll voice this. So to my understanding, the equipment can be used the same, but not the same setup. If you out of the blue will bring outdoor configured taggers to Dark Arena, you will have disappointment on rebound effects. Small but important thing, and all that. So yeah, we addressed that perfectly, I think, but it is important to talk about this once again. Yeah, it is super easily switched to lower infrared power, so there are no ricochets, nothing gets shot through and all that. So yeah, there would be no problems with this. Okay, Vinicius saying that he is interested in tactical arena. I know the guy. Hello. Yeah, I mean, we will send you all kinds of pictures that we have. If in any case I forget, you have my email. Please ping me about that. Then we have Abdullah. I see the question about the domination box. I mean, it's pretty intuitive. I think you work with Halim Bihroz. I'll let him know that you still have some questions and he'll come back to you, maybe with the help of our technical support. But usually, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Now, then we have another question from Yanis. He's
He's talking about the ROI. So I'm not sure if you already built any ROI projects together. I think we need to do that to show different scenarios.
Yeah, and also I would like to say that at this starting phase of mobile laser tag, it's actually the most important part when you get that initial client base that will feed you further. So don't be ashamed of collaborations, actually. Go through schools in your area, hand out some flyers. See if there are some fairs, state fairs, or whatever other fairs or festivals in the area. Maybe put out a little mobile arena there where there would be a lot of people. Even if they won't play there that time, they will have your flyer. Also, maybe do some collaborations with the other event agencies that don't have laser tag and never will. Let's say Quest Rooms, they have all of your target audience. And they'll hand some flyers, or maybe you'll even give them some percentage, right? Some cashback for that. They love that, you'll love that. Don't be afraid to use all those instruments. They actually work. If you have a populated area and the right equipment, honestly, it's kind of hard to fail with mobile laser tag. It's just that you need to do the marketing. this is the third time I'm saying this in this meeting, and if I'll say this 5 times, I'll still think that I should say it once more. Oh,
Another question I see is from Mr. Bastos. How long is the game in an indoor arena? So basically, this is much shorter than 30 minutes. Usually, what I see, it's usually from 5 to 15 minutes. Depends on the location. Basically, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's a good choice if you are in a mall where lots of people are they do not have what to do. For example, they are waiting for they want to see a movie and they're waiting for for the movie to start, and they can just drop by and buy one game. So here you have more flow of customers and you can make shorter games. But if you're a standalone facility, then I guess 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes, 10, 15, yeah, something like that. And also one important recommendation from myself is regarding the price. I always recommend Googling some similar laser tag arenas in the region, in your city, maybe in nearby your city, to check the pricing. It's better to be in the middle, so that you are sure that people will not think about you that you are too expensive and you just said it. You are in the good price range.
yeah, exactly. And also one of interesting things to do like that for marketing research of the area is actually taking the prices of all the entertainment activities, not necessarily laser tag related, any entertainment activities, and see what's the average, to see like what people choose from. And yeah, if you have super interesting equipment and cool arena, obviously you can be above the average. But to start things, maybe it makes sense to go somewhere around the average, especially with laser tag that actually doesn't need a lot of money to run it. So $20 made in laser tag are different to $20 made in paintball, let's say, or quest room. Laser tag and that kind of thing is much more profitable.
And I see that everybody started discussing different session, time of the session. So you're absolutely correct. You can sell 1-2 hour tickets, and then this ticket will include short sessions. So it usually goes like that. You need the customer to pay for 1 or 2 hours, maybe more if this is like a birthday party or something like that. But you're offering different games, but short games with the pauses between the games.
Yep.
Okay. Then I see the question from Mr. Bastos again. For a tactical arena, F1 and F2 appear more suitable. This is correct. This is correct. We also have a different coloring for the F1 and F2. So you saw the black versions. We also have a camouflage coloring of those daggers. So usually that's a peak. It also has a scope with the red dot sight. Also, one hint, we are releasing a new tagger soon. We already have some pre-sale deals. So this tagger model, it's an AR like design, and it's even more tactical. So if you're going for teenagers, adults, that might be even a better choice. But be careful, it's not a perfect solution for kids. So again, either your target audience will be mature audience only, or you can just diversify the package of the models and you can get a few AR ones, a few F1s, for example, and a few Luxes.
Yeah, sounds perfect. Usually it even makes sense sometimes to start with all F1s, like let's say 12 of them, and then see what kind of audience are you getting, and then move in that direction. So maybe add some Luxes and maybe instead, yeah, some F2s or ARs. That could be fun as well. I see a question from Rebecca about our VR offering. Well, we can do this one just for you, not waiting for the seminar or this kind of meeting. So you probably work with some of our guys already, right? So ask them. They'll do a presentation for you. I'm not sure actually. Do we have some plans on VR kind of thing?
We will definitely do that. We don't have the timelines yet, so I basically recommend to stay in touch with us to know about all of our webinars that are coming. But VR, I'm pretty much sure we'll do that too. But I'm not sure when. So you're absolutely right. If you, Rebecca, are interested in knowing more about VR, we can just create a video meeting and tell you everything. So, and answer your personal questions.
Yep.
Let's go to Luca. Luca is asking, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing some of the names. I'm very sorry. Everybody is from different countries. So the question is if we have a dealer center in Italy. We do. You can check the details on our website, lasertag.net. We have a section with all of our present dealers. So you will see our Italian dealer there with their website, contact information. So you can check that.
Yeah, but they are in Sicily, so technically you might be actually closer to our Prague showroom and office. So maybe it makes sense to just visit us in Prague to see all of the gear and everything the same. But yeah, choose as you please, of course.
Nice,
Thomas,
Thomas will
yeah,
be in Prague tomorrow. That
thank
is
you.
This is awesome. Feel free to test everything you see, ask all the questions you see, all the questions you have. Sorry, this is an awesome opportunity, and I'm pretty much sure we will help you there. So see you tomorrow there.
Yep. Okay, the typical size of the outdoor arena question from Rebecca. Well, it depends. It depends a lot on how many players do you want to employ on your arena, how big groups do you expect to receive in your venue. So that comes down basically to marketing research of the area. But usually, yeah, the tactical outdoor setup, I'd say like the golden number is 12 to 14 square meters per player, maybe a little bit more if you have the space, and it depends on how you place the shelters, right? You can use even pretty small areas, and that is something that we do recommend, again, for dynamic laser tag. Also, if it's an outdoor arena and it's not somewhere near like the city center or anything like that, think about things for people to do there for the whole day. So they come there and they do barbecues, axe throwing, laser tag, and other things. This usually works very well for like weekend type of deals for the whole day, or some obviously corporate events, big corporate events. That works very well.
And I see that James also shared his advice. Like James usually starts with the 60 to 80-foot area that is 20 to 25 meter area. Yeah, for outside. And James says that it's a good location for 12 to 16 players. But they also have, yeah, obstacles. Yep. So it's also like a proven solution, right? I also see a question from Yanis. Again, it was not for everybody, so only we see this question. So I will just say what I see here. So the question is, I understand mobile requires a bit higher marketing focus. Question, besides normal website, what else is effective? Is social media effective? Which ones, which are not effective? Like what not to do? So here, what I can say is that website is cool. Facebook is important as well. You would also I recommend to check some local authorities, like maybe some influencers, or you can just grab a bunch of different contacts from schools, universities, like your potential customers, maybe some companies you would do the team building for. Again, regarding Facebook, it's important to mention that there is one slight inconvenience while creating the Facebook ad, is that sometimes the Facebook doesn't like the look of the weapons. It doesn't happen with us all the time because the taggers are not like real weapons in terms of their visible look, but nevertheless it's better to use some pictures where you don't see the tagger in its full size so that it doesn't ban your ad. And again, WhatsApp. One of my customers was also asking about some marketing tools, and WhatsApp is also a cool feature. If you already have an existing business, if you already have your target audience and you have their phone numbers, you can create some automatical messages through WhatsApp, and they will receive all the, I don't know, some special offers, etc.
Yeah, I think that sums it up perfectly. Augmented reality from David Hooper. There are thoughts about that, but we can't talk about it yet. So there are some thoughts, yes.
Well, I see a question from Petru Dragas, Mr. Petru Dragas. When can you send us a general price for certain kits? Basically, we can send it to you today. We've got a catalog with pricing. So, or unless you were asking about the game prices, like for the end customers, I think we need to clarify the question, but we will send you the information in any case.
Yep. So I see a question about how our impulse recoil works. That's probably someone of our competitors. Just kidding. Yeah, it is our patented thing. No one has recoil like ours. I can explain it in just a few words out of interest. So the recoil module is a tube that I like to call a backwards pointed railgun, basically, because it has metallic weight in it. It has induction coil around it, and when the induction force goes through the coil, it generates electromagnetic force, which pushes this weight backwards. And that creates this recoil effect that actually goes in your shoulder, not just vibrates or anything like that. And the weight returns then. Also, it produces this nice like metallic sound, like chirping. I love it a lot with our Falcons. If you'll hear that live, you will be able to recognize it then, like at any time. It's super fun. Thanks for the question, by the way. That was a nice one.
Perfect. And
Edward.
Yanis also asked the question regarding the mistakes in business. This is a very nice question. So my recommendation would be, first of all, to gather as much information from the manufacturer you use as possible. The financial planning, that's a must. The location, if you're going for the location, you need to decorate it. You need to know your target audience. You need to do a lot of marketing, like different marketing. Maybe get some, I don't know, maybe some help from somebody you know who can help you with that, how to create the ads, etc. Or maybe you will hire somebody. But marketing, it's the most important thing basically, because if, for example, you're choosing our equipment, the equipment will be good. It will satisfy everybody. You just need to find the people who will bring you money for playing with this equipment. So you need to market, and you need to offer the games that will uncover this potential of the equipment. Maybe something else, George, you want to say?
No, I think that sums it up perfectly once again. I can once again say that, yeah, marketing is the most important thing for mobile laser tag, but for other types of laser tag as well. Also, for outdoor laser tag, think about other activities on the site. Not that laser tag doesn't cover everything. It's just that people are already there. Like you can make them do something else, or maybe to bring some people who want to throw axes, for example, but they'll see that, okay, those guys are playing laser tag, and it's actually more fun than we thought initially. Let's go join them. So yeah, think about other things as well. And yeah, ultimately, that would be the things that everyone needs to think about.
Yeah, my advice would be, I see that Yanis already has our equipment, but didn't start yet. My advice would be, if you have any other laser tag center in your region, go try it. Analyze how the operator briefs you, how they are giving you the instructions, how they are running the games, the pricing, obviously. Just to get the most out of it, see how they are operating, and try to do at least the same, but better, to have a better experience. And also, if you do not have a website yet, I'm not sure. So regarding the marketing side, again, check some other websites. I often see some websites where people they focus more on how safe the game is, or how lightweight it is, that it's very high tech. So I guess that depends on the target audience they're targeting for. But if you know your audience, just check what is important for them, what to say to make them, want to try it. So basically focus on that while you're creating the website, the ads, and all of that.
Yeah, sounds absolutely perfect. We can address Nick's another question personally, I think. That would be easier. But yeah, in a few words, our plastic is ABS plastic, and there is a reason for that. It is perfectly shockproof. We needed to make it lightweight, right? So it couldn't be thick. So we needed it to be thin. And if we need it to be thin, we need it to be super tough to break. So yeah, that was the reason why we chose ABS plastic. It's in a lot of situations better than even metal. So yeah, it's kind of nice. So I think we need to wrap it up soon, right? And I think
Yeah.
those were the questions. Natalie, final
Yep.
word.
Thank you very much for all the questions. Very cool questions, and happy to answer those. We might have needed to answer the questions in more detail, but I promise that we will contact everybody who had some questions, and we will send you more detailed information about what you're worrying about. So we will stay in touch. Thank you. You were very nice listeners. Was very pleasant to share all of that to you.
To you. And yeah, bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.